Well, folks, here we go. Good old Ukraine and Russia. And that president. You think if he was locked up in his presidential building, you think at least he could shave? Or is he trying to let people think that he's really suffering there? Oh, bull crap. That guy's so full of crap. And his country is really, and his people are really paying for it. And two, I just have to mention this. There was two things about two mayors disappearing or being kidnapped. God, man, where in the hell were their AKs? Where was their AKs? Man, these guys are supposed to fight to the death. My opinion was, I think they just disappeared to get the hell out of the combat zone. Go hide out somewhere else. Just my opinion. Secondly, all kinds of reports. Russia's using these illegal bombs. They're using these chemical weapon bombs. Man, will the propaganda ever quit being pushed on the news? Putin has no reason to use those weapons at all. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He's policing that freaking country. And he's damn well not going to let it join the UN. Though the UN and the USA just keep on pushing, and they keep on pushing. Well, like the West, he was leaving the West alone. He was leaving the West alone so all the people could move out of the country if they wanted to. All the civilians. But one thing for sure, all the rich families, they moved out early. All the medium-class families, they moved out early. And a lot of the poor working people, they're trying to move out. But it's a lot more difficult for them. They just maybe don't have the money or the resources to, or the fancy cars to get them on the road and get them out of town. So with all this talk about NATO and the USA supplying all these weapons and planes and all this other military destructive equipment, that's why Putin had to finally start moving into the West. He has to knock out those routes. He has to knock out that military base. He has to knock out the roads where NATO and the USA could supply weapons back into Ukraine just so more people could get killed and more destruction in the country. And Zelensky, like I say, he'll end up negotiating with Russia. It's basically foreseen. Or he's going to pack up and he's going to get his ass out of the country. Because one thing for sure, he sure as hell is not going to pick up his AK and go out on the street and fight and die with the civilians and the military of Ukraine. Anyway, that's my, I would say, expert opinion. But I'd sure hate to compete with all these experts around the world and all these retired generals and admirals and so forth. I mean, they all got it wired. You know what I mean? They all got it wired. But that's my take on it. Always glad to hear the comments from people, especially working people, civilians around the world. I'd sure like to hear your opinions because I'm so tired of hearing these politicians and these generals. They've done nothing but keep us in trouble for so damn many years. Just history, friends, just history. Good old politicians just stealing your money, getting you to spill your blood and guts, all for power and greed. Okay, I'm out of here, folks. Wish you have a real nice, peaceful day. Waiting to hear from you. Hell, you can even subscribe, as they would say on YouTube, to get some firsthand in case I decide to keep on doing this. Anyway, have a good day, folks. Goodbye.